What's going on, everyone? My name is Bertimus, and welcome back to the forest and to videos again. I have been out sick, pretty extremely sick actually, for the past 2 weeks or so, and I'm just very excited to jump back in. Now, one thing I wanted to cover off very quickly is that in the last episode, you all said that you wanted different games, different content. The two biggest things that I got were Subnautica and Fortnite Save the World. So this is not Fortnite Battle Royale, this is the Fortnite Story Mode. Now, with that being said, I will be producing content on both of those games. With Subnautica, I believe it would only make sense to jump into Subnautica Below Zero since that just came out. Didn't think anyone would want to watch videos on it, but now that I know that you all want Subnautica content, that is coming. If you're excited for that, let me know in the comments down below. Let's get into today's episode of The Forest. Now, what I want to accomplish today in today's episode of The Forest, I want to start a new build on our third base, and you can thank Broadbent for this insane idea that I have, because I watched his videos on building his temple. If you haven't seen that, honestly, go check it out. Link in the description below. Go show Broadbent some love. Tell him Bertimus sent you if you haven't been there before. In the meantime, let's get over to that other location and let's start laying out the plans for what we want to do. Woo! That was a lot of blueprints. So let me walk you through what I just laid out. Now, all the way in a circle, I've put down what is going to be the foundation start. I wanted a nice even keel start to this thing. So I did custom foundations. Now these are done in segments because this was way too much to do in 1, 2, or even 3. I believe there's about 5 or 6 sections here with the custom foundations, just kind of going piece by piece, and then me doing my best to line them up to be as flush as possible. Hopefully that works out. We're not really going to know until we start getting into it and start adding logs in. And then, all the way around the outside, as Bertimus does in any of these endeavors, get out of my face, tree! I put rock walls all the way around the outside to hide it on the outside. Now, on the inside, I think I'm going to leave it, because I think it would be fun to just kind of have this sort of scaffolding look to show how this was kind of built up around it. There may be a section later on, I got an idea, and a wall that I'll put up. A little customization going on in that one, but we'll just have to see. A man has no name. And you Game of Thrones fans out there, you'll know exactly what I mean. So with that all being said, it is time to start tearing down some trees, start picking up some rocks, start building up this entryway. Whew. There's a lot of work to do. That was a lot of trees. Now, let's see here. Let's jump on. Platform is solid. The transitions, pretty dang close for eyeballing it via blueprints. Let's see if I can go all the way around. I'm going to run. Run all the way around. Am I going to hit gaps? Nope. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Boom! All 5 sections of this almost flat. Close enough anyway. I believe this will give me a really good start when I start to get up here with the rocks in order to start filling all that out. So what I need to do now, start collecting copious, and I mean copious amounts of rocks. Start filling out this entryway, which we're going to build up just like we did the entryway over to the little memorial that we did for the dead tree, to the lost ones. Thank you all again, by the way, for submitting ideas for all of that. That was I had such a fun time building that. I have to say, I'm pretty happy with the size of this circle and kind of how evenly it all came out. I'm sure it's not a perfect shape circle by any means. I'm sure if I were to mod this and be able to fly and do overhead, it wouldn't be perfect. But you know what? We're doing it the best that we can, without mods, without cheats. We're just gonna roll, man. We're doing it raw, we're doing it real. The entryway is officially finished. The shape on that thing is just magnifique. I'm very happy with how that turned out, especially since it's a little different heights here, but overall, I think it turned out pretty well. And we have the first layer all the way down around the outside. Now it's time to do the second layer all the way around the outside, because I know I need at least 2 all the way around. But you can already tell in spots where, like right here, the first layer was enough just because of how the hill comes up. Whereas on this side, we're going to need quite a few more layers. So there's going to be a lot of trying to arc and bend and blend all these rocks together to be a somewhat uniform height throughout the bottom of this thing before we start building up off of the platforms themselves, so we get the nice even flat layers of rocks. The goal for this episode is to get this base finished. Can't stop, won't stop. Despite a few all-out assaults from the neighbors who were not terribly pleased with me trying to build this massive, and I mean massive, stone structure on this spot here, we have managed to finally finish the first complete layer of rocks all the way around the outside. Now, you can see where some of this had to kind of come up and get placed oddly in different places, but you know what? Overall, it's pretty solid. And in order just to make sure everything worked out the way I needed it to and it was uniform on top, I went ahead and did the first layer of rocks that were going to be connected to each one of the platforms. So now we have a nice, relatively even, smooth surface all the way across. I mean, it just looks so clean. It looks so clean. I mean, honestly, at this point, if we left it as is, we got a battle arena, y'all. But that's not the point of this. The point of this is to build the walls up, 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 all the way to what is going to be an open top. I want to try and get it so that at the height of the day, just like it is now, there will be a singular beam of light that shines down through the top of this thing to illuminate the tree every day at the highest point. This is just a really, really cool thing. So even if this doesn't turn out exactly the way that I want it to, it already is something very impressive and something I'm proud of. So again, Broadbent, thank you for giving me this little idea, and I hope you don't mind me taking my little spin on it. Alright everyone, unfortunately that is all the time I have for today's episode. Thank you for joining me, and if you appreciated it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what you're thinking of this build. Let me know if you're excited for it. And just in case I'm not making enough forest content for y'all because I'm only able to produce so much, make sure you go check out some other awesome creators. Broadbent, obviously, for giving me this awesome idea for this build. Zuma Arcade, long time OG forest player. Amazing content. Crowjack just started playing the forest again. Y'all know Crowjack probably from some of his forest videos and tutorials. And if you just like watching live streams and watching people chill out and play the forest, go check out my man Phoenix. Alright, until the next video, see you all in the next one. Bye.